Definitely. Okay. Well, Arif, I want to talk to you about some of the most common mistakes that people make when I'm talking to
Yeah.
them, right? So
Yeah.
it doesn't matter where they're from, what country, or how old they are. Many people I talk to, they make the same mistakes, right?
Mm,
So
mm,
I would say some of the most common mistakes that I see that people make would be like endings. So
mm,
endings, maybe they forget to add D or ED or
yeah.
S or ING.
Mm-hmm.
It happens when they're reading, right? Many
Mm-hmm.
people, they're reading, they see the endings, the S, the ING, but they don't add them, right?
Yeah.
It might say, I see apples, or I like apples, but they might read, I like apple. Well,
Mm,
I like apples. So endings, it happens all the time. Not only when they're reading, but when they're talking, right? When they're talking,
yeah.
they forget to add the endings.
Yeah.
So endings, and I would also say a lot of mistakes when people are reading. From what I see,
Mm,
people get
mm,
for and of confused with one another,
yeah.
right?
Foreign. Foreign.
For and of. So FOR and
Yeah.
of OF. So I want a piece of cake. So when one of my kids is reading that, I want a piece of cake. A lot of times they
Yeah.
say I want a piece for cake. And I'm like, well, no, it's not for, it's of.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those are some common mistakes. Another thing that I see a lot, and I actually experienced this with my ex-girlfriend. Okay, my
Mm,
ex-girlfriend was from Colombia, and I taught her English, right? So
mm,
she knew like grammar, she knew how to read, she knew how to speak. It wasn't
yeah.
perfect, right? It wasn't perfect,
Yeah.
but what she had a lot of trouble with was writing. She really didn't
Yeah.
practice writing. So when she started college, she had to take like writing class. So she had to write an essay. Do you know what an
Mm-hmm.
essay is?
Yeah. I know essay.
Yeah. So she had to write an essay, and she told me, Joe, I wrote an essay. Can you proofread it for me? So I proofread her paper, and Arif, let me tell you, every sentence had a mistake. Yes, every sentence had a mistake. So it took a long time to proofread her paper.
Okay. What does mean by proofread, Mr. Joseph?
So to proofread a paper is just like to go over the paper, to go over the essay, to find mistakes. Oh,
Yeah.
maybe you forgot to add a period or a question mark or a comma,
Mm,
or maybe you misspelled this, you misspelled that. So yeah,
mm-hmm.
that's
Proof.
that
Proof.
means to proofread.
Proofread.
Yes. To
Yes.
make
Yes.
make corrections.
To make correction.
Yes. So, Arif, let me ask you. Okay, I see your channel. Okay, you speak to a lot of people from different countries, right?
Mm,
So
mm.
tell me about like some common errors that you see. Do you notice any common mistakes?
Yeah, I have noticed the common mistake. Lots of the people they told me, Arif, I really want to learn. I really want to learn, but we didn't find environment. Yeah, they are keen learner. They really want. They must learn. They don't have any other alternative. They really want to do high in their career. They want to achieve something, but the main thing is they don't have a partner. If they have a partner, yeah, like the most of the people they told me, yeah, if I have an app where I can talk with the people, or like I have an environment, but I really don't understand the grammar. The main thing is the grammar. And the people, lots of the people, they told me that if I really want to learn, but quickly, I really don't have a time. But I told them that that's a learning. If a person have a great aptitude, even if they are, it take time. It take time. We are learning something. It take time. So most of the people they told me I really don't have an environment. We need
It
someone
takes
to practice.
time. That's
It
that
takes time.
S.
Yeah,
Yes.
it takes time, and uh, something like that. They don't have a partner, and sometimes we stuck in the grammar. So I suggest them to don't go into the grammar section. Just learn a conversation English only. How I learn by conversation English only. I don't get into the grammar section. It's really a profound. It's very deep. It's very deep.
Yes.
What do you think of?
So no, I agree. I agree 100% with you. Let me ask you, because I actually see this mistake a lot with many of my students. A lot of people, they get the word order confused. Do you notice that?
Yeah,
Like they'll say a sentence, they'll say all the right words, but they'll get
yeah,
the words in the wrong order, right?
yeah.
I see that all the time. Trying to give you an example. um,
Uh,
I want to go. I want to go to shopping mall.
yeah.
Or no,
Mm,
I want to go to the mall shopping. I want to go to the mall shopping. Well, no, I want to go shopping at the mall. Something like that, right? So they'll say the word, but you know what? That's not a big error. And when I hear that, I kind of just smile because I'm like, I understand you. It's okay you made a mistake. It's okay you made a
yeah.
mistake because I still understand you. That's the most important thing. But those are
Mm,
easily corrected, but it happens a lot. Like even people that they've been speaking English for like 5 years, they'll still get
mm,
their word
mm,
order confused. So I see that a lot.
yeah.
It's not a big deal, but it's a big deal to people that are actually they want perfect English, right? They want
Mm,
perfect English. So it's one of those things that it does get better. It does
mm,
get better, but it like you said, it takes time. It takes so much
mm,
time. And you might think, oh, I'm still making the same mistakes. Like I'm messing up on my endings. I'm not putting my words in the correct order. But it's one of those
mm.
things. It happens over time. Trust me. I see it all the time. It happens over time, and it will get better. So yeah, word order. That's a huge one.
Well, without a mistake, nobody can learn a language or any other particular stuff. If you are learning
Exactly.
something, it happened. Without a mistake, you're not gonna learn. And in English, most of the people they're trying to copy. Like we are talking, they are listening, and they're trying to copy. They really don't want to understand what's going on, what kind of stuff we are talking right now. But they are trying. They instead of understanding what's going on, what we are discussing right now, instead of understanding, they are trying to copy. So that's a big mistake while people talking. Don't copy. Understand first of all what we are trying to what we are discussing, what they are discussing. Most of the people they are trying to copy. Well,
Yeah,
that's the main thing.
yeah. Like you said, a lot of people are scared to make mistakes, but people have to get rid of that fear of making a mistake. You know why they're scared to make mistakes? Because that's what they
Yeah.
teach us in school. That's what they teach us in school. Oh, you don't want to fail. If you fail, no, you're not going to the next grade. You failed. No, it's okay to make mistakes. That's how you learn. Like you just
Yeah.
said, that's how you learn. Whenever I make a mistake, it doesn't matter if it's English, it doesn't matter if it's Spanish, it doesn't matter what it is. It could be a sport, right?
Yeah.
When you make a mistake, that's how you learn. I mean, you learn
Yeah.
from your mistakes. It's the same thing with
Yeah.
English.
That's how I learn. That's how I learn. Lots of people laugh at me, laugh at my back, but it doesn't matter. I don't care.
Yeah, that's a good attitude to have. That's a really good
Yeah.
attitude to have. All right, Arif. Well, I hope that this video helps someone out. I mean, I know a lot of people make mistakes. It's okay. Okay. So people make mistakes with their endings, right? They make
Yeah.
mistakes with their endings, the word order. Sometimes they get words confused, like of and for. Those are very common mistakes. It happens all. But I don't want people to get discouraged when they make these mistakes. It's normal. It's normal.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I hope this video helps
And
someone out.
one more thing I want to ask you that must how to get accent from like your accent. Lots of people ask me how to improve our accent. What do you think about that?
So to improve your accent, there's a couple things you could do. But first and
Mm,
foremost, if you want a British accent, talk
mm,
to people that have a British accent. If you
yeah.
want a New York accent, talk to people that live in New York. So,
Yeah.
for example, Cambly. That's a good thing about Cambly. It's a teaching app. You can talk to people from different places, right?
Mm,
So if you
mm,
want that certain accent, you can find somebody from that place and do that. But another thing that's important is to record yourself. Actors
mm,
and actresses, they do it all the time, right? They
yeah.
record
Yeah.
themselves. Leonardo DiCaprio, uh, Angelina Jolie, they
Mm,
record themselves they're talking like a British person, and then they play the recording. It sounds crazy, like, oh, Teacher Joe, you want me to record myself? Well, it's crazy, but it works. It works. So you can improve your accent. It's very tough to do. I will tell you that. Trust me, it's very hard to improve your accent, right? So many people have been speaking English for 10 or 15 years and they still have an accent. You can improve it, but yeah, it takes a lot of time, but it can be done.
So it means that whenever we talk with the British people or other people, you must record yourself, record your video. So it help you to correct or enhance your an accent. That's
Yes. Well, that's what I'm saying, but not necessarily talking to like a British person, but I mean like you can record just yourself talking. Like
yeah,
you don't have to talk to anybody else. You could record yourself on your phone
yeah,
making an accent. Yeah,
yeah.
and then you can play yourself talking to yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I got your point. I got your point.
Yeah, so that's how you improve your accent. Okay, if you want to improve your accent, you have to talk to somebody from a specific place that you want to have that kind of accent.
Well, thank you very much for your great help, Mr. Joseph. I hope somebody out will help this information related to accent, how you can improve uh, their accent, whether it's American or British or any other. Thank you,
Of
Mr. Joe.
course. My pleasure, Arif. It was great seeing you. I'm glad you feel better, and I'll see you again. You take care. You have a great night.
Thank you,
You're
Mr.
welcome.
Joe.
Bye bye.